Hi you all, it's Coco. Welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are doing well. Today I want to talk about is it third of the week? So we just finished third of the week of March, and I want to talk about where I am right now and the talk about the decks I used, and I'm thinking about maybe I'm gonna do what's on my desk right now. Oh, what I'm doing, I don't know what I'm doing. What's on my desk right now? So yeah, bring your drink. I have an iced coffee with a splash of milk and cinnamon. And yeah, let's dive in. So actually, what happened was on this week, I didn't do heavy study because I wanted to kind of let go of overthinking in my head. And when I have that, I can't even though I trying to study, things doesn't go into my brain, you know. So I decided um, I I try to use the decks that makes me feel more comfortable and give me the energy of the uplifting. So I want to talk about that. What I used was I used a lot of decks. So I used Soft Fema Tarot by Soft Fema. This one just very comfort me in a way. The imagery, the vibe, and all that. Let me go closer maybe. So yeah, I decided to use this to comfort me in a way. This deck absolutely gorgeous. It's really vibes well with me. So I like to use this a lot, and oh my god, you know, it's so funny. This is stalking me all week. So they're telling me that I need rest. That's the reason why that I put all the study aside and trying to go with a more comfort energy. So yeah, this was one of them. And also I used Tarot of Shitsu. This is the back. This one also, it's collage deck, but then somehow it comforted me. And then, as you know, I like to, when I use this, I use the magnet. So that's why I was like, these are not magnet, but let's see. Oh, gosh. So, you know, magnet, I have all the magnet in here with all the words. So I just shake it after I pick all the cards. I think you already see so many times. Let me show you after flip through. But anyway, yeah, I love this deck a lot. I have a lots of courage decks, but I think this is gonna be my top 5. And something about it, all the imageries, something about it. So yeah, and then example, I know that her first edition is thicker cardstock. I wish the card stock a little bit more thicker. Devil. Anyway, yeah, so if devil, I mean, I will take it anyway, like this. And then why I pull the devil, you know? Why I pull the devil here? Please clarify me why I pull the devil. And 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I pulled the devil and it said I should rising and Aries. So it basically, I would read that as a, okay, this person or I am putting myself into the chain and trying to not to face the positive way, and I should know that, and I should trust myself, believe in myself, and go above those thoughts to rise. And to how to do so, I need this Aries energy, you know, the passion. And also it's a perfect time for us right now, because you know the Pisces season is ending and going to the Aries. So I would say, you know, it's time is moving to the Aries from Pisces. So now is the time for you should realize that you should cut off this chain and rising, something like that. But yeah, that's, I love this pair a lot. I always use this 100% when I use this tarot cards. I don't really use any oracle deck for some reasons, but yeah, so I use this Tarot of Shih Tzu. Also, I used this oracle. It's a Prairie Majesty Oracle by Carol Simon and illustrated by Amy Putney Corning. And this from Hay House. And what I like about is, I have one in outer, but what I like about is they have 4 elements, so you can kind of see what kind of energy you need for that day, right? And then go from there. And this is the keyword here, and this is the question that what you can ask for. So example, this is the Prairie Mount Ant, right? So and this is about work, and it's asking what is mine for the doing. So what every day when we pull this, we can ask about, okay, what kind of work I should be focusing on today. It's like, look at that. So you can tell by the imagery, you know. So something like that. So I used this deck. This is the back. Guidebook is almost like the how Cara Simon write the guidebook is more like it's not like there she's explaining about the imagery or anything like that. So it's this is definitely the work, affirmation work that you can do every day towards reading this guidebook and trying to connect with the energy that what you are lacking or missing, or like you can add it every day to your daily life, something like that. So that's why I brought it this time, because I need it kind of, other than I have to use all my mind and brain to come up with all those, you know, messages that what they're talking about. So that's what I did. And then I also used MJ Corning's MJ's Magpie, and I paired with this. So you know, it kind of like became more like yeah, it was really nice. It was like good advice. It kind of I had, you know, all the advice that I needed to face. So, and I just needed that instead of I study so much, you know, what I'm doing. I trying to show you the imagery. Yeah, so what a beautiful match. You know what I like about is like this one also have a human figure, animal, plants, bugs, worms, anything like that, and see birds. So I think butterfly, I think this pair is really great. And yeah, I enjoyed it this week. And you know what I was working on last week, but I actually never touched that this week, so I can have some rest in my mind from the study mode to more of like not healing, but more like uplifting mode for myself instead of study mode. So yeah, so that's that, and it worked really good. The planner I still did every day, and as you know, I hope the other one, because I can't see the cameras, so I hope you see all that. So this is this week, you know, week 11 from 2026. Is this week? Yeah. So this week I finished all the way, and I'm gonna write down this tonight and go for next week. Next week is right here. I did some kind of purple, and I did the decoration. Yeah, so this is for next week, and I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, because I wanted to kind of settle down my mind and trying to work on, you know, everyday life with the advice. It's because I talked to you about what happened with the landlord and stuff, but also my son, he lost his car by accident. He had a car accident, and he wasn't driving, but someone was driving his car, and which was completely gone. It just smashed on the front, and they can't even fix it. And that was his dream car, so we were devastated and trying to, you know, put my mind to somewhere other than think about that. So that was that. And also I studied this week's to next week's astrology, so I'm gonna talk about that. And I think I wanted to pull some card for quick. I read this book. I'm not done yet. Like I said, I wanted to put the study on hold this week, so I start reading this book. And then actually this was really comforting because I love all those plants, you know. I like flowers, plants. I'm a grower, cannabis grower. I also, you know, grow vegetables every summer. I do make a medicine with plants and, you know, pine needles, etc. I add pine needles to my daily life, so something like that. And you know, I make my own face stuff with you know, my stuff, my all my those medicine, not medicine, but all my oils and it's an essential oil, etc. So this was really, this is really good new collection of mine. And what I liked about is this book is really kind and more like really warm. she explains about why she's writing these books, where she came from as a, green witch, which is, in Japan, we don't, even though we do those things, we don't call ourselves witch. I probably never called myself witch, even though I was always, involving with the cars, herbs, plants, and all that. I never thought that I'm gonna call myself witch. But I'm definitely a cooking kitchen witch, green witch, maybe chaos in a way. But this book was really good, and it's on sale. I hope it's still on sale, but this was supposed to be $26, but I got it with the $9, I think. So it was good deal, and I'm grateful that I could add this to my library. And then the content, let me go through the content. So they have like a, part 1 gather, part 2 harvest, part 3 reap, and then whatever is in here is she explained how you can use plants and flowers and herbs and all that to your daily life, to use it daily. Like, even though like she can make colors, she can make paint and make art, etc. So it's really really valuable and in information. So I think this is a great book for who is a green witch, and also have children that you want to do some project together and something like that, because she seems like she always go outside with the children and go find all the findings and play with it. So this was a good book. And yeah, let's talk about what's gonna happen next week. So next week, March 15, Mercury conjoined Mars. I'm gonna bring the deck. I think I wanted to pull some cards. Let's do that so we can look for the energy for next week. How about I'm gonna do this out of hand tarot deck by Jamie Sawyers. And this, I think this one you can get from Make Print Cards right now, I believe. This is a pocket edition. I also have a regular size too, but it's easy for us to see more. So what happens is, I'm gonna just go flip through this deck too. So what's gonna happen on March next week is, I'm gonna zoom in. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in for the card. Okay, so what's going to happen is the March 15 Mercury conjoined Mars, March 18 Venus squaring Jupiter, and March 18 also the Sun sextile Uranus, and the March 18th is new moon in Pisces. Also, and then March 20th is the Astala, which is the Sun is entering Aries, and then the March 20th is Mercury is coming out of retrograde, and then March 21st Mars gonna trine Jupiter. So for next week, I would say start off with a really irritating energy that it feels like you kind of maybe like one each thing you feel like you want to say something, and vice versa. You feel like, oh my god, why you keep saying those things? You are not my parents. So kind of those kind of feeling. Maybe start off with it, but then but then week go by and go by day by day. Maybe your feeling is getting lighter from maybe from Sun sextile Uranus, and also new moon in Pisces. I would suggest new moon in Pisces. Maybe you should take care of yourself and just, give you a retreat emotionally, mentally. I mean, physically too, if you can. And then March 20th is kind of like, in Japan, every year we start school on the Ostara season. So it's all for me, the spring is almost like the start new year, you know. So until I come to United States, I always kind of felt that like springtime around the March and spring, April is that time that it's like a year is start, for the new resolution almost like. So yeah, I think it's good for March 20th, Universal New Year also give you some kind of, some kind of goal that you can think of and maybe manifest for that. I think that's a good time. And then for towards something that you can be shine with, so you can be ready for that. And March 20th, Mercury coming out of retrograde, it kind of feeling relief, that what you've been dealing with. In the other hand, maybe you're gonna have supplies with oh, I thought that this one not gonna happen to not gonna be come back to me, but then wow, it came back, some kind of thing. I hope it's not about some kind of breakup and not like that. I wouldn't take any ex with my side, but I know some people does, and I'm not judging you if you do, but if you do, you kind of have to think about if something happened, what I can do to exit the relationship. Probably you should think all the way to that part if you're gonna let same person enter. And also March 21st, Mars trine Jupiter. This probably make you feel good. Things are moving to your favor, and things are finally like moving to the recognized. People start recognizing you, something like that. So yeah, start off next week maybe feeling not great, but end up with oh, my all the hard work paid off, something like that maybe. Okay, so let's pull 3 cards. Let's pull 3 cards. I hope I did. What did I talk about? I don't even remember what I talked about in my video. I hope I did okay. Always like that, right? Okay. This is so nice to spread, to do the fan. Okay, so definitely the week of balance. So week of balance, or else we're gonna all have overthinking about it, because probably also energy of the world that we are feeling right now. But then this is for the something that like you can come up with the new ideas, or like I said, I told you that it's almost like the feeling of the new year. Even though like New Year was January, some of the country, they also celebrate the New Year's in the time of the March 20th, and a lot of school in Asia starts in around the time. So it's definitely planned for. It's good to give some kind of plan towards your dream, while balance out the energy with that something that you're dealing with. And I would advise you that don't rush things out, even though ground yourself, have a patience, and put things aside if you can't change. So example, don't overthinking something that you can't change anyway. What we can put energy is plan for what we can do with that, using that chance or energy how I can plan things, what I can do to move forward with this project or whatever we are working on, while balancing out with those energy outwards. Maybe you can shut down for maybe we can all shut down for a couple days from those social media or all the news stories, because we can't change those anyway, and put those energy to come up with working on our project or something like that. Yeah, but anyway, so that's gonna happen next week, the energy, and I hope you guys all had a great week, and I also hope that you're gonna have a wonderful week ahead. And I hope this video brought you something to find the good thing in the future. And remember, you are the magic, right? Thank you. Love you. Bye.